And I think that when I was writing Dan Tesson, and even today, if anyone who reads Dan Tesson, the thing that I would like them to do is to ask the questions. Talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to people around you, and don't assume that you know what their life is like. The old saying, until you've walked a mile in someone else's shoes. Well, maybe you should ask them what that mile is like.
Yeah.
You seem to be struggling. You've said a couple of things that I don't really understand. Could you help me understand what that means? Are you open to talking about it? And they may not be. Don't push.
Right.
But if they are, if you're friendly enough that you can talk about it, you may see a part of society that you've never imagined before. And I think those are the conversations that we need to have as a country in order to really heal the country and to move forward. We really need to understand and empathize with the people around us that don't look like us, that don't feel like us, that don't live a life that's similar to ours. Whatever that difference is,
Yeah.
they're just as important as we are. And I shouldn't even have to say that. But a lot of people in the country don't seem to understand that. And I think it's important to be said. And I think that's what I see when I think about the story of Dan Tesson is he's talking about a lot of people who are different from him.
Mm-hmm.
Not just him. He does represent people and he can speak for a certain group of people, but there are people that he has to come in contact with, or doesn't have to. He comes in contact with, and he doesn't understand what their life is like, but he acts in a very respectful way and talks to them as a human being and tries to understand what their life is like and what's important to them. And I think that's a really good place for us to start.